Who'd be a football manager? But despite all the injury problems and all the player unhappiness and all the financial problems that we've had, we are still on course to very soon qualify for one of the European spots. And that can't be bad for a first season in the Premiership. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to The Road to Glory, Part 44, Season 5, here at Livingston. And if you are new to the channel and you like FM content, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment. Help the channel to grow and help us to support all that good stuff that you can see scrolling above. And it has been a very, very good season on the pitch. And if we look at the table, you can see that Celtic pretty much are home and dry. They have 75 points. They're 13 points clear of Rangers, who are in second place on 62 points. And we are in third, having played 29 games, and we have 60 points. Now, the most important thing is that, to my knowledge, the league will split into two sub-leagues, and we will be in the top half, which will be teams competing for 5 European spots. One team will miss out. Now, we are sitting in third at the moment. We are 11 points clear of Hearts in fourth. We are 18 points clear of Hibs in fifth, and we are 19 points clear of Motherwell. All three of those clubs have played a game more than we have, so even a defeat against Rangers will not be a disaster today. Now, we have a very good run-in, and if we have a look at the schedule, you can see that we will play Hibs at home, and then we will play Falkirk and Dundee. Dundee, who are in 10th, and Falkirk, who are in 11th place. And those are two games we should be winning quite comfortably. But you know how difficult we find it to win against teams who are much lower in the league. But we do have to be optimistic, and I think it is a realistic possibility that we will finish in either third or fourth. If, however, we do make it into Europe, then the board are going to have to provide us with a bit of money. We have a squad of 22 players, and we have nothing in the kitty, and there is no indication that the board are going to be investing money in terms of the squad. We have a squad of 22, but as you know, Nils John and Joshua Keoda, they have both agreed to leave in the summer, and so they will be off in June, which will leave us with a squad of 20. 13 or 14 of those players are probably players I'd like to hang on to for next year, but that means that we're going to have to sign in the summer at least 8 or 9 players who are going to be very decent cover for the first team, and that's going to take some money, or it's going to take somebody being sold like Stephen Omienga, who once again is attracting interest from La Liga clubs, and Tenerife are nosing about and coming and having a look at him. Now, he does have a transfer value of 6.25. I'll take 5 for him, but the problem even with that is that I only get 55% into the transfer budget. So if somebody offers 5 million, I'm only likely to get just short of 3 million. And with no wages either to be able to offer, we are in a real problem financially. And I'm really struggling to work out how I am going to be able to sign players in the summer. But that's something for me to worry about later. All we have to worry about now is qualifying for Europe. And when you were last with us, you did see us beating Dundee United by 2-1, and then we had that poor defeat at home to Hearts, and I wasn't very happy with that performance. We followed that up with a 3-1 victory at home to Airdrie in the Scottish Cup 5th round, and that was followed by a 2-0 Premiership victory at home to Inverness. We then had the unusual circumstance where we had to play Inverness 3 days later, and we beat them again 4-0 in the Premiership. But we came unstuck the following Saturday when we lost away by 1-0 at St Mirren. And so today we will be playing Rangers in the Premiership, and we will be playing at Kilmarnock in the Scottish Cup quarter-final. Kilmarnock from the Championship, and that's a game we should be winning, but there's no guarantee that that's going to happen. If we can beat Kilmarnock, we will be into the semi-finals of the Scottish Cup, and the good news is that Rangers are already out of that competition, and so really there's only Celtic we have to worry about, and it would be great if we could make it to the final of the Scottish Cup this year. Who knows what is going to happen over the next few weeks? I know that our form is reasonable at the moment, and I know that we have every chance of playing in the Europa League next season. But for now, we've just got to play some football and make sure that happens. So we have to play Rangers now, and I'm not expecting anything from this game. I just want us not to be annihilated and to play reasonably well and do our very best. Nobody is expecting us to win this or even get a draw. So as long as we don't shame ourselves on the pitch, I'll be perfectly happy. We will then follow that with the cup match against Kilmarnock, and that's a different story. We need to win that game. So let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today against Rangers is Bentley in goal, with Ben, Akinola, Boyle and Penrice at the back. Omeyenga, Sweet and Bowden as usual in midfield, with Martin on the left wing, Nubel on the right, and Anderson has been given the nod despite my concerns about his form again. He will play up top, and I'm not very optimistic in this game. We just have to do our best, see what happens. It doesn't really make any difference in terms of what's going to happen, because my guess is we are not going to finish in second place above Rangers. It will be an amazing achievement just to finish in third or fourth. So really, I don't want to be expecting too much at all in this game, and my guess is that Rangers are going to be far too good for us, and we're just, as long as we don't make absolute twits of ourselves out there, then I'll be perfectly happy. And we do have a highlight, but the Rangers have stolen the ball, and Rangers are looking to bring it forward, and they are playing it out wide. We do know they are very dangerous out wide, and that's a nice interception by Omeyenga. And here is Bowden. Bowden finds Nubler on the right-hand side for us. We are trying to bring it forward, and Nubler is looking for support, but he's been tackled, but he still maintains possession. Here's Ben, our right fullback. We've asked him not to go forward so much today because Kent for Rangers is a real danger on the right-hand side. There's a lovely crossfield ball looking for Penrice. Penrice, can he get the ball into the box? Can he get a cross in? Now, let's get the cross in. He's looking inside instead for Martin. Martin into the box. He's looking for... And there's a header and it just goes over the bar. Not a good sign. We need to be getting shots on target. We're not going to get many opportunities. We need to get them on target, and that was not a good sign. And I'm wondering, should I just get them to play low crosses? We are quite good in the air, but... I don't know. Are we good enough to be scoring from headers, or should we just zip the ball into the box? But it is Rangers that we should concern ourselves now, attacking down the left and looking for Kent. Kent is a very dangerous forward, and there's a ball into the box. Rangers have nearly scored. They've hit the post and it's cleared into touch, and we have survived. It's still 0-0. It's Rangers who are dominating the game, though. We are to expect that, but we just need to defend resolutely, make sure we can keep them out. But Rangers do have a free kick, and there's a ball into the box, and Rangers have scored. And it just suddenly occurred to me that maybe I should not be getting stuck in, and we should be staying on our feet for this game. We should not be diving in. They are far too good a team for us to be diving into tackles. There is a check going on, and I think the goal is allowed. There's nothing wrong with that, I don't think, and we are a goal behind. It's Rangers 1, Livingston 0, and I do hope this is not going to turn out to be a heavy defeat, and that if we can just hold our own, then I'll take a 2-0 or even a 3-1. Those will be good results, but I just hope it's not going to be an annihilation. And Rangers are a very strong team. They didn't start the season very well, but they have really come into their own in the second half of the season. We just need to get the ball. Let's somebody get the ball off them. Let's get into their face and get the ball off them. I have instructed them to press, but there's another long ball over the top, and Rangers are in again, and they've made it 2-0, and we are in trouble. We're in big, big trouble. And I think what I might have to do is go a little bit more positive in our approach, but we'll leave it until half-time. And Rangers are just too good for us. The top two teams in this league are way better than any of the other teams. This competition is a competition for third place, not for first and second. And we have done extremely well to be in third place. And Rangers are coming forward again, and this is very worrying. And here they come down the right, looking to play it inside. They are in again, and that's a really good tackle, but it's a penalty, I think. We've given away a penalty now. We're going to be 3-0 down. The referee is going to go and check on the monitor, but we are going to get hammered here by the look of it. 3-0 down in 30 minutes, and I really can't accept that from this team. To be 3-0 down in 30 minutes would not be good. The referee, I think, is going to decide it is a penalty. No, it is not a penalty, which is good news. It's a warning, and what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to go and push the lines up a little bit. We're going to go to our mid block now rather than the low block, and we're going to push the defensive line up and try to see if that makes a difference. We're perhaps giving them far too much space to come at us, and the score remains Rangers 2, Livingston 0. We are in trouble. And as I said, if we can get a goal back, then maybe we could do something here, but I really can't see it, and I just think we have to accept that we're not good enough to beat Rangers, and at the moment it's still 2-0, but we do have a corner. Can we get a goal from a set piece? That's our forte, and it's hit the post. It's just not going to be our day, and we have hit the post from a corner. And like I say, if you don't take your chances, boys, against Rangers, then you're not going to do anything, and that's the end of the story. And here's Martin looking to get a free kick into the box, and again we have a header on goal, but it's easily saved by the goalkeeper. This is not good enough, unfortunately, and we're just going to have to accept that this game is pretty much gone. And we're doing all right. 2-0 is okay, 3-1 will be okay, but anything more than that is going to be a little bit humiliating. We're doing all right, and that's a poor pass from Rangers, and here is Nubler finding space. He hits a drive, and again it's gone past the post. You can clearly see from the highlights it's not going to be our day, and it is still Rangers 2, Livingston 0. I'm looking at Dawson's I'm looking at Anderson's rating, 6.3. This boy is a nightmare to manage, and he is one of those players who will just play well for 3 games and then he goes to sleep for half a dozen. He does need some time on the bench, and after this highlight we'll be making some changes. It's poor, and we have taken the ball off Rangers, though we're playing better in the second half. Shifting the line a little bit has made a little bit of a difference. Penrice is driving into the box. He doesn't have the best of shots on him, and that was clear to see. Let's make some changes. And so we have made a couple of changes. I don't think it's going to particularly have any effect on the final result, but we can but try. And there's a ball over the top, and Nubler, who has gone up front instead of Anderson, he doesn't have the pace to get past the Rangers' defence. But we are playing better. And here is Ben. Ben picks up the loose ball. Omiega takes it from him. Here is Martin. Martin is looking long for Moylan, who's just come on. And Moylan, can he get something into the box? This is a lovely run by Moylan. It is into the box, and we have scored. Somehow, James Sweet has managed to sneak it past the goalkeeper. It's now Rangers 2, Livingston 1. That's as good as I was hoping for. If we can just score, get a consolation, and not be humiliated, I'll say we've done very, very well. Good strength by Sweet in the box. He's just a young lad who's come in from Arsenal this year. He's had a fairly decent season for us in midfield. There is a highlight, though, from the kick-off, and I do worry when this happens. And Rangers are looking to bring it out from the back. And they are a very, very good team, Rangers. And even though I feel maybe we can nick something out of this game at the moment, I know it's not possible. They are a very strong team. Same as Celtic. It's going to be so hard for any team to knock those two off the top of the Premiership and to secure some sort of dominance in this Scottish league. But we have got the ball back, and here is Ben. Ben is looking inside for Akinola. Akinola to Moylan again. That looks like the out ball for us towards Moylan, but unfortunately Rangers have taken it back. But here's Penrice. Rangers seems to have gone to sleep for the moment, and here is Moylan in space, and he's put it over the crossbar. Again, another example of if you don't take your chances, then you cannot win football matches, and we have not been good enough. But we do have a corner, and Penrice takes the corner to the near post. It's headed away. We can head it back into the box. It comes out to Fitzwater. Fitzwater plays it back to Moylan. Moylan looks inside, but the highlights come to an end. We've done better in the second half, and in fact so far we've won the second half, which is a bit of a result. And Rangers are looking to come inside. There's a chance, and again over the top of the crossbar, a wild shot in the end. And so it's still 2-1, and maybe it's now time to make another couple of changes and to see if we can't. But here is Martin. Martin's stolen the ball. Rangers are really playing badly in the second half. They are giving us opportunities, and that's unlike Rangers. And there's a lovely ball into Sweet. Sweet, can he find a pass? He's found Moylan, and Moylan has made it 2-2. Can we really go on and win this game? It is now Rangers 2, Livingston 2. I can only assume that the Rangers manager must be tamping on the edge of his technical area, because Rangers have gone to sleep in the second half. Moylan found himself in the box alone, and he's made it 2-2, and that was a good substitution to make, taking off Anderson, bringing on Moylan on the wing, and it is 2-2. Can we hold on to this now is the question. After this highlight, I will make 2 more changes, bring some fresh legs on. We do have 2 more subs to make, but it is Rangers with the ball. Again, can we take the ball off them like we have been doing? And should I ask the boys to press a little bit more, because they do look vulnerable in midfield when they are on the ball in midfield, and we have taken the ball off them several times. But here come Rangers, and we have taken the ball off them again, but they've won it back. I wonder, should I ask them to press more? Are we fitter and stronger than Rangers as the game has progressed? But Rangers are breaking down the left. Can they get the ball into the box? Will they steal this game at the death? And they're looking to come inside. They have found men in space. There's a chance, and it's gone past the post. I'm going to make a couple of changes now. And so we have made our final substitutions, and we've given McKinnon a run out against Rangers. Can he do something to upset Rangers, who he was treated so badly by them? Can he find something in the last few minutes? It doesn't look like it, but Rangers do have an opportunity with 10 seconds to go, and it is going to be cleared, and that's well cleared, and it's come up to Moylan. Moylan has turned the defender and is racing into space down the right. Can we get support up there quick enough for him? Moylan's into the box. Can Moylan score? And he's just put it past the post. That would have been an amazing end to the game, but it has finally reached full time. We have got a point against Rangers. I am so pleased with this team, and they deserve to get a result there. And I'm going to say you've done brilliantly to come back and get a draw. We totally dominated the second half, and we did very, very well. And I couldn't wish for more than that from this tired team, and they've done exceptionally well. And we have to get ready for our game against Kilmarnock in the Scottish Cup. And so I will go away, prepare the team for that game, and we will come back and play against Kilmarnock. Let's see if we can get in to the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. And so the team for today is Bentley in goal, with Ben, Akinola, Boyle and Penrice at the back. Omeonga, Bowden and Obile in midfield, with Moylan, Adams and Anderson up front. We have a couple of players who are suspended. Fitzwater is suspended and Sweet is suspended. Henderson is injured. So it is a slightly rotated team today. It should be good enough to see off Kilmarnock, but the bad news is that the draw was made for the semi-final, and the winner of this game will play Celtic. And so it really doesn't matter whether we win this game or not, because we're not going to make it to the final, because you'll have to play Celtic in the semi-final, and they're just going to be too good for anybody. And I just really don't mind if we lose this fixture, and probably Kilmarnock are feeling the same. We have done what the board wanted us to do and got to the quarterfinals, and so that should please the board, and I'll be quite happy to focus all my attention now on the Premiership and getting as far as we can up the rankings, and maybe even reaching the Euros, the Europa League. And at the moment, it's a fairly even Stevens game here. Nothing much is happening. We've had the better of the play, as we should be, but nobody has threatened any of the defences so far. And here is Bowden on the left. He's trying to get inside, but Kilmarnock are closing him down well. But finds Omeyenga back to Bowden. Bowden needs support now. He finds Oberle to Ben. And Ben has driven one into the top corner. It is Kilmarnock 0, Livingston 1. We are ahead. I don't really want to be at the moment. It's a waste of time. The semi-final against Celtic. And if we just can manage to survive that game, I'll be very pleased. And it was a lovely goal, though, from Ben. Finally, he's managed to get a shot on target and not going over the crossbar. Lovely, lovely strike. It's 1-0. We are ahead. And we do have the next highlight. And here's Akinola to Omeyenga and out to Ben. Nice to see Ben having a good game on the right. He is in my plans for next season, so it is nice to see him having a good game. And he's looking for Anderson over the top. Anderson, whose form has been a bit sketchy of late, and he is a worry. He finds Adams. Adams looking for Bowden, and Bowden's header has looped over the goalkeeper. What a weird goal that was. He should never have been able to score from there, but unfortunately for the goalkeeper, his header seemed to loop off the back of his head and just go into the far corner. It just gently dropped into the corner. It's now Kilmarnock 0, Livingston 2. And we're in control of this game now. There's no reason why we shouldn't go on and win this really comfortably. But I know what football's like, and that's a lovely tackle by Ben. He's having a very, very good game today, and he has forced Kilmarnock to think again. And there's a long crossfield ball, and Kilmarnock look like they're not finished yet. They're not giving this game up. Lovely low-driven cross, and they could have scored there, but unfortunately it goes over the crossbar. Did the goalkeeper get a touch? He might have got a touch, so that will go down as a great save by Bentley. But they do have a corner, and it doesn't seem to me like this game is over. And I need to shout at the players and demand more, because they might have gone to sleep here. And we just need to tell them, 2-0 is not enough. And well done. Oh no, we're going to be telling them we might be winning, but you need to focus, because this game is not over, and we've had a couple of warnings. And so as we go into the second half, I might want to make a couple of changes very soon to rest some players, as we are 2-0 up and seem to be coasting at the moment. We do have a corner, and Penrice will take the corner, far post. And there's a header, it's hit the post. And was that a penalty, referee? Was he taken out there? But it looks like it's just another corner. I thought that looked like a penalty. But it is going to be Adams with the corner again. And he's gone near post this time, and it's headed clear. And here come Kilmarnock, but the highlight comes to an end. Let's make some changes. And so we have made a couple of changes with some very, very tired players out there. We do have a free kick, though. Can we make it 3-0 from the set piece here? And it is Adams over the ball. He's not a regular set piece taker. And he's going to fly it in towards the near post, and it hits the post. And that was so unlucky. And I think maybe we are getting some players who are tiring. And it may be time to, let's take Ben off and replace him with Devlin. We need Devlin to get back to fitness. He's been out of form, out of fitness rate lately, and we need him back fit and raring to go. Kilmarnock are bringing the ball forward, but we have intercepted. Here's Anderson. Anderson on a 6.3 again. Absolutely dreadful game, but that was a lovely pass from Anderson. That was a great save as Adams blasted one towards the top corner. I don't know whether to believe these ratings. Anderson just went up 1 point because of that lovely through ball, but it is Anderson to take the corner, and this time towards the far post, and the header is saved. Does Anderson get another point for that, for finding his target with the corner? It does worry me, these ratings. I think Anderson's had a fairly decent game, and but we have won the match. It's Kilmarnock 0, Livingston 2. I'm going to say that was a good win. Let's keep their morale up. I thought we could have won that game by a lot more, but we'll keep morale up. We'll say well done, lads, as we come to the end of the season. It does mean that we will have to play Celtic in the semi-final of the Scottish Cup. And if we have a look at the schedule and what's coming up, you can see that that will be the last game of the regular season before the division splits into 2 subdivisions. And so what we'll do is we will come back for the Dundee game and Celtic in the Scottish Cup semi-final, and we'll see where we are then, because I think it's going to be a really interesting end to the season. That's it for this video. If you are new to the channel and you like FM content, then why not subscribe, like, watch and comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support all that good stuff that you can see scrolling above. It is a very, very happy manager that is reporting here to you now. Things have gone very, very well this season, and we are finishing the season well, and that's going to be a very good sign. Our endurance training early in the season has obviously paid off. I'm looking forward to the end of the season, and we will see you all very soon when we will be away at Dundee. Take care and see you soon.